Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I got another video for you guys. Today, we're going to talk about crypto.com, CRONOS, Chris Marszalek, and where I think we're going for the Bitcoin price. And guys, thank you so much for all the subscribers we've been getting. We're almost at about 5,000, and once we reach 10,000, we'll be giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. So subscribe now. So let me hop right into this. We're going to look at the crypto.com chart. It doesn't look that good because we broke down out of this formation. However, we did retest it. So this is going to probably form out a new formation here, and this is going to be the resistance area right here at about 9 cents, 10 cents. Um, you know, it is what it is. The entire market's down because of all the ridiculousness happening with FTX and the overall market conditions. And speaking of that, guys, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Sam Bankman-Fried still isn't in jail, but that's my 2 cents. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about all that. But yeah, so we're testing out. It's probably going to trade between this range of 5 cents and 10 cents for probably the near future. Maybe we'll have a good spike up. I think we could have a chance of breaking this resistance at about 9, 10 cents when the FIFA World Cup comes around. But up until then, I mean, that's kind of a reach. We need to see Bitcoin bounce off and kind of just rally up. And I'm going to show you that I think that's not far-fetched based on some of these charts I'm going to show you guys later on. So let's hop over to the Bitcoin chart. And you can see we also broke out of this formation. You know how it goes, guys. Bitcoin basically is what leads the entire crypto market. It's the tide that raises all boats, and it's also the tide that sinks the boats. But yeah, so 14K was my target. We hit about 15,400 with all the ridiculous FTX news, but we're holding out pretty steady. I've been hearing calls for about 11,000, 11,500, but first you hear the calls of that, then you hear the calls of 3,000, and usually when you start hearing all these calls of increasingly lower and lower price ranges, this kind of gets more out of hand, and when you start hearing more of these lower and lower price targets, that usually is an indication of a bottom, or it's something I like to use to indicate if we're close to a bottom. And speaking of shorting and prices going down, the shorts are still increasing. We had these short positions getting closed out, and now they're increasing back up. We want to see that. Down here on Market Cipher, you can see the money flow is coming in for the shorts. We want to see that. We want to see these shorts coming up higher and higher. And if you like this indicator, it's extremely good for beginners and experts. If you like this indicator, just click in the description box below, and we have a referral link for Market Cipher. It's a great indicator for trading, short term or long term. I really enjoy it. Once I got it, I never went back. So the shorts are increasing. And we want the shorts to increase, guys, because that will basically give the exchanges more likelihood to try to stop them out and liquidate them so they can collect the money. And that will create a short squeeze, and that will start some very great momentum. That's usually kind of what's happening off of the previous bottoms of Bitcoin. So I want to open up this chart here by Glassnode that I found. I retweeted over on the Blacksea Twitter. Look at this chart, guys. It's pretty awesome. So basically, this is long-term holder. So like basically unrealized loss right now if for long-term holders. So I want you to pay attention to down here, this green box right here. So this was the bottom in 2017, 2018, and this you can see is just about the same spot as we are right now. This was right here in the middle was the capitulation for the pandemic dump, but we just bounced right off of it. And I mean, in retrospect, we kind of just bounced off this 2019, 2018 low as well. But guys, this is touching that same point right here. It's just, it's always interesting to look at some of these different charts and kind of think about what could potentially happen here. When everyone's super bearish, Usually that's not the case. Usually that's not what's going to happen. But I will say that the sentiment in the market is definitely pretty heavy right now. So let's move over to this chart as well. I like talking about this rainbow chart because this is a great indication of good buying opportunities and good times to dollar cost averaging. And guys, like we are beyond basically a fire sale. We have broken down out of this, and I'm buying crypto, guys. I've been buying CRO. I've been buying Bitcoin and ETH. I'm not really dabbling in the other altcoins so much. Well, I am dabbling in Solana because I've been buying up some NFTs and trading some NFTs around. And if you guys like that, please follow my Twitter because I'm going to be posting tons of NFT content as well. And if you want us to talk about it more, like the loaded lions for crypto.com, give me a comment in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'm not really buying any other altcoins right now because, an altcoin can go down 95% and then go down another 95%. That is possible when Bitcoin is capitulating to the downside. But I do believe that we are we're probably going to trade sideways for a little bit. If not, in the next week or so, we'll probably have another capitulation. But I think we're consolidating here. I think the craziness of the beginning of November is kind of where it's at. And usually towards a monthly candle close on Bitcoin is when we have another volatile move to the upside or the downside. So I'm curious to check back in on that in future videos. But let's look at the Bitcoin halving because, from this rainbow chart, if you come over to the Bitcoin halving, guys, every day we get closer. Every day we get closer. And 365 days leading up to the halving is when halving hype starts. And when halving hype starts, we're going to see a run up. We're going to see some rallying. I don't see us hitting a bottom at 10 days away from the halving. I really think that market psychology indicates us to do something like this, but maybe more curvature, something along the lines of this, maybe like that. I mean, just look at these right here. Yeah, I could see something more like along the lines that having, I started doing these measuring things. Check out in the video yesterday I did. It's pretty interesting to do something like this. Measure to the top, drag it, drop. It's pretty curious to do something like this. Yeah, bring us up to a nice $500,000 Bitcoin. That's pure speculation, guys, but based on my video the other day, I could totally see $150,000 Bitcoin next bull run. Market cycle peak. It could go way higher than that as well. And it's always fun to look into these charts and dive in and analyze them because you never know what you're going to find, and you might find a piece of information that's really, really beneficial. But guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the subscriptions you guys have been giving us. Check out our FEMEX link and our referral links down below if you want up to $4,100 towards a free trade. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.